how do you spring clean your cash flows? Well, it's about the income coming in and the expenses going out. And so many people will say to me, well, Julie, that's a budget. Yes, it's a budget, but who in the world likes the word budget? I don't know one human being that actually likes the word budget. Why? Because it feels like that you're containing yourself, you're trapping yourself. It's something that if you're not good, you're being a bad boy or a bad girl because you're not following your budget. That doesn't energetically feel good to anybody. How do you think that we do spring cleaning in finances and put it all together? Well, it's about cleaning out your financial closet. Think of it that way. Because it's about the fact that the clutter that we hold financially is actually sitting in our debts and our cash flows. So you have to take a look at where are your debts, what are the interest rates that you're paying on those debts, and then prioritize them. And so many people say, wow, this is the biggest balance and I'm just gonna throw all this money at this particular account, but we don't take into account what are the interest rates on each of these vehicles and is it the most efficient? So make sure that you click on the link below because I have a free worksheet that you can use to organize that debt that you have so that you can start to take a look at what's your minimum payment, what's your actual average payment, what are your interest rates, and then prioritize them based on what I tell you to do on this worksheet. So don't forget to click below because let me help you spring clean your finances. Now let's take a look at your cash flows. How do you spring clean your cash flows? Well, it's about the income coming in and the expenses going out. And so many people will say to me, well, Julie, that's a budget. Yes, it's a budget, but who in the world likes the word budget? I don't know one human being that actually likes the word budget. Why? Because it feels like that you're containing yourself, you're trapping yourself. It's something that if you're not good, you're being a bad boy or a bad girl because you're not following your budget. That doesn't energetically feel good to anybody. So I want you to, when you're spring cleaning your finances, I want you to actually take a little bit different of a pivot in how you look at your money. Not from a budgetary perspective, but from a cash flow perspective. How do you choose to allow your cash to flow? What does that mean? That means you're actually coming from it from a place of pure financial empowerment. You're not being pigeonholed into an arena that is saying you have to do this because otherwise X, Y, and Z can't happen. It's not that those things are not true. It's just the fact that we don't come from this from a place of empowerment when we're thinking that we have to do something. So when you're cleaning it out, decide like, do these expenses really fit who I am today? Do I really want to continue to do these things today? You may or you may not want to. But it's about your choosing it from a place of empowerment and making conscious choices, sometimes tough choices, but you're actually deciding that that is exactly what you want to do to get yourself to where you want to be so you're not feeling this contraction from a budget perspective. So another piece that you can consider when you're spring cleaning your finances is taking a look at not only your debt and your cash flows, but you can also look at the assets that you have and or the insurance products that you have. So for example, if you've done a great job and you've built up your emergency reserves and you feel like it's at a level that you actually like it to be at, and take a look at your insurance products. I often have clients take a look at what are your deductibles on your insurance policies? Because that's a way you can spring clean your finances, because you may have a $250 deductible, but if you've built a couple $1,000s in a savings account and you are now your own insurance company because you have that insulation, well then maybe you don't need a $250 deductible. Maybe you increase it to $500 or $750 or $1,000 or even maybe $2,000 if you've built up that much reserve. Because what does that do when you spring clean? It creates financial space. So when you've built up your own reserves, then you don't have to rely on an insurance company to take on that risk for you because you have insulated yourself from the risk. So if you have a couple $1,000s inside of your savings account, you increase your reserves or your deductible up to that reserve level that you have, say it's like $2,000 or $1,000 or $500 versus the $250, you now have decreased your insurance premiums. Now, here's the key in your spring cleaning. everything has to do with intention. You have got to make sure that intentionally you redirect those cash flows to create the life that you want to create and not have it just be absorbed in spending. That is a great way to take a look at how to improve from an insurance side of the standpoint. That's what I call financial defense, is the insurance side. But let's take a look at also the financial offensive side of the equation. Financial offense is all kinds of assets that you have. It might be savings accounts, CDs, money markets. It could be bonds, short-term, mid-term, long-term. It could be stocks, domestic, international, high dividend, small cap, mid cap, large cap, right? There's all kinds of different investments that you can have. And that is very much so, in particular, how your risk tolerance, and you need to sit with somebody one-on-one to actually figure out what is the right asset allocation for you. But take a look at, do those assets serve your purpose these days? Like, do they align with who you are? Do they align with how you want to energize your money in the world? So a lot of times people will say, oh, I've got this investment because it's easy, it's an ETF and blah, blah, blah. Well, that may be great, but challenge yourself in your thought process if you believe in what that is actually investing in. And only you can take a look at your own investments to decide, like, I'm okay with this or I'm not okay with this. That is another way you can do a deeper spring clean and look at it from an asset perspective. And you may decide, like, I had one client who really just got fed up with this one big bank. Okay, well, if you have a CD at that big bank or a savings account at that big bank and you really don't agree with the way that they do business, think of it a little bit differently. Like, maybe go towards a bank that actually you like the things that that bank is doing in the world. Because remember, money is energy, and spring cleaning your finances is making sure that your money is actually investing in the things that you want to energize to grow the flowers and the grass and the trees for the future. I think one of the biggest things that I can say when you're looking at spring cleaning your finances is look at the why behind you have everything that you have financially. You've got your debts, which are your financial past. You have your money, your cash flows in the present moment. And then you have your future. And oftentimes, perhaps our future assets are actually built on our past. So for an example, when I went through my divorce, I had certain accounts set up for different reasons. Well, those reasons all changed post-divorce. They're not relative to me today because they were prior to that. And so take a look at what is the why behind what do you have and the reasons for it, because they may not pertain to where you're at today in your life. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell for the videos, because as I'm giving these tips, you can get all the data. And join me on juliemurphy.com and see all the resources at your fingertips, because I have 29 years of experience that I want to share with all of you, because this is my give back to help everyone get to a more place of financial empowerment.